Hey YouTube, Brian here, back with another combo video on Fiendsmith Magical Musketeer. And in this video, I'm going to try and showcase as many combos as I can with the new Fiendsmith support cards that we got in Rage of the Abyss. So the new Lacrima and then also the new Fiendsmith Link 3. But to start things off, I actually want to show a combo that I didn't show in the first combo video. This combo doesn't need the new cards, but I thought that it'd be good to just like let everyone know that it's like possible to do, especially in situations where like maybe you don't really need the Musketeer cards of the deck and you just need like hard raw negates on your side of the field. So to get started, I'm just gonna start with the worst Musketeer monster to draw. Starfire and Caspar are both better, and Doc by himself doesn't really do anything. So this will just showcase like what you can do with just like any Musketeer name. So I'm gonna link into Max as usual, then link into your Requiem, and then use your Requiem effect. And you're gonna summon the new Lacrima. Use Lacrima effect, sending your Engraver to grave. And you're gonna use Requiem, equip to your Lacrima, send the two away into your Necroquip Princess. Now you're gonna use your Engraver effect. Gonna put your Max back into the extra deck to special summon it. You're gonna link the two away into your sequence. Use your sequence effect, shuffling back Requiem and Doc, and I'm gonna make Arrow Eater. I'm gonna use Arrow Eater effect, sending Diabolica to grave, and then Diabolica will add back your Engraver. Then you use Engraver effect, search retract, and this combo will seem very familiar to you guys if you guys watched the first combo video. So then you'll link these two into your Yama. You're gonna use Yama effect, search for your Sharvara. Then you're gonna use Tract to add and discard Luri, summon your Luri, link 2 into your Rage, then use your Sharvara, target your Rage, destroy him. Then you're gonna do Chainlink 1 Yama, and then Chainlink 2 Rage as usual. And Rage here will add your Fiendsmith back to your hand for follow-up. And Yama will special summon, you can special summon anything really. Here we'll just special summon the Luri. And then you're gonna link these two into Muckraker. And then your Sharvara will activate to set Chamber from the deck. And then you use Muckraker effect and target the Sharvara in your grave. Send your Fiendsmith to summon the Sharvara back. And then lastly, you haven't used your Arrow Eater, so we'll use Arrow Eater, banishing these two Dark Fiends, sorry, and then overlay into your Wave King Caesar. So in the first combo video, I showed how you can end on Caspar plus Chamber. This is, like I said, an alternate combo you can also end on. You can end on Caesar plus Chamber, and then having the Muckraker here to protect from like battle. So it's something you can also do. It doesn't really require the new cards. As you see, the Lacrima is engraved, but like we didn't really use it. And yeah, so that's what you can do with just one Musketeer monster. So for this combo, I'm going to show you guys a line that is newly available to us because of the new cards from Rage of the Abyss. And for this combo, all you need to start with is either Starfire or Caspar. Doesn't really matter which, they both get you to the same spot. So I'm just going to assume that we're starting with Caspar here, and then you just need one, like any card to discard. So we're going to start by normal summoning Caspar. And the initial parts of this combo will look pretty similar. So we're going to use Requiem effect. Summon Lacrima send Engraver, Requiem equip, send both of them for your Necroquip Princess. Then you're going to shuffle your Max back, summon your Engraver, link these two into your sequence. So here, if you look at our graveyard, before Rage of the Abyss, this would be your graveyard. And you can see that we have very limited options in terms of Light Fiends to shuffle back in order to make Arrow Eater. So we need engraver to be engraved because the whole point of making Arrow Eater is we want to send Diabolica, add back the engraver search tract, and then Diabolica plus Necrocrypt becomes a way for your Arrow Eater to summon itself back. So we need the engraver engrave, which means our only options are to shuffle back Requiem and Caspar pre-Rage of the Abyss. But shuffling back Caspar means you kind of cut yourself off of the Musketeer side of the deck, and if you want to get access to Caspar again, you're going to have to spend the track that you search with Engraver to add the Caspar and discard it, or you're going to have to fuse it away into Desiree and then reborn it like with Rage. So prior to Rage of the Abyss, this combo wasn't really possible, but because we now have the new Lacrima, which is just like an extra light fiend in your combo, you can just shuffle these two back, and then you retain access to your Caspar. Summon your Arrow Eater. You're going to use Arrow Eater effect, send your Diabolica, use your Diabolica effect, add back your Engraver, and then use your Engraver effect to add track to your hand. Now you're going to want to hold on to this track for a bit. You don't want to use it like quite yet. You're going to link these two into Yama, then use Yama effect, search for Sharvara. Then you're going to use Arrow Eater effect, banish your two Dark Fiends, link into your Rage. You're going to use your Sharvara, trigger your Rage, destroy him. You're going to use Yama Channeling 1, Rage of Channeling 2, and for Rage, you want to add your Engraver back to your hand for follow-up, and special your Caspar. Then the reason we held on to the track is so that we can play it behind Caspar. So we're gonna add and discard the Lurry, and we'll go Lurry Channeling 1, Caspar Channeling 2. Caspar will add, so this is another one of those situations where if you already have an extra light fiend, you can add your Last Stand here, but since we don't, I'm gonna just add Starfire. And at this part of the combo, if you started with Starfire, so if you started with Starfire, this would be a Starfire, and when you play tracked behind her, you will just summon Caspar from your deck. So basically, whichever one you start with, they can kind of get to the other, because you're just getting another Light Fiend into rotation to fuse away for Desiree anyway. So you're going to special summon your Lurry, then you're going to link both of these into your Muckraker. You're going to use your Sharvara effect, set your chamber, and then now you can use Tract Effect Engrave to fusion summon, and we'll just use those three there into your Desiree. And then you're going to use Sequence to equip to your Desiree, and then to top it off, you're going to use Muckraker effect, targeting your Caspar. Discard the random card that you had, and you summon it in the column, the same column as your chamber. So yeah, that's the new combo that's available with the inclusion of the new Lacrima. Okay, so the combos thus far have only been making use of the new Lacrima. In this combo, I'm going to show how the new Fiendsmith Link 3 changes up the combo lines of the deck. So we're gonna normal summon Caspar. I'm gonna play Sanct, summon our token. I'm gonna use Caspar effect. And here, same thing again. We're actually gonna search for a name, but if you already have another Light Fiend, you can just search for Last Stand. And then we'll run through the early parts of the combo, use your Requiem effect. Summon Lacrima, Lacrima send Engraver. Equip Requiem to your Lacrima. Summon your Necroquip. And here you don't have to burn your Engraver effect, since you still have the Fiendsmith token. Go into your Sequence effect. I'm going to shuffle back Requiem and Max. Summon Arrow Eater, an Arrow Eater effect. Send your Diabolica effect to add Engraver. I'm going to use Engraver effect. Search for Tract. And link these two into Yama effect. We'll grab your Sharvara. Then you'll activate Tract. Here you don't have to hold on to it. So you're gonna add and discard Lurry, special the Lurry. Link the 2 away into your Rage. Use your Sharvara, pop your Rage, and go Chainlink 1 Yama, Chainlink 2 Rage. Rage will add your Lurry back to your hand, and Yama will actually special summon your sequence. And so, as you might have guessed already, you're gonna link these away into the new Fiendsmith Link 3, Agnum Day. And then you're gonna use Sharvara effect to set chamber. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna use Agnum Day effect, and we're gonna target our engraver engrave. We'll special equip it to the engraver, and then we're gonna use our Tract effect to fusion using engraver and the 2 light fiends we have in our hand into Desiree. And of course, use your sequence to equip to your Desiree. And then we're going to, we haven't used our engraver effect, so we can shuffle back our Lurry, special summon engraver, and we also haven't used our Arrow Eater effect, so we'll special summon our Arrow Eater by banishing our 2 Dark Fiends. And we have 2 level 6 Fiends on the field, so we're going to go ahead and make our Wave Hiking Caesar. So this board already looks pretty good, but we actually have one more step to go. So you're gonna pass turn to your opponent, and then during your opponent's draw phase, you're gonna use the effect of Lacrima in the graveyard, targeting your Agnum Day. Lacrima will shuffle herself back to special summon Agnum Day, and it's important you summon Agnum Day in the column that is not in the chamber column, because what you're then gonna do is you're gonna use Agnum Day's quick effect to target your Caspar engrave, and Agnum Day will special summon, then equip. So if you summon Agnum Day in your chamber column, then you're forced to summon Caspar in one of these anima columns and then equipped, which obviously you don't want to do. So you want to summon your Agnum Day into one of the other 2 columns so that you can summon your Caspar right in front of your chamber. And then you can just equip the Agnum Day. And now, if you want to, you can flip your chamber to summon your Rage and go ahead and search your last stand, and if you're afraid of your opponent having like a bunch of board breakers. But you can also just hold if you want to. So for this last combo, I'm gonna show how the new cards from Rage of the Abyss changes our Starfire lines. And if you watched my previous combo video, I mentioned that starting with Sanct and Starfire is better than starting with Tract and Starfire, because later on in the combo, you search the other with Engraver. And if you started with Sanct, you can engraver search Tract, and Tract has no restrictions, so you can use it whenever. But if you started with Tract and then you engraver search for your Sanct, you actually can't use the Sanct for the rest of the combo, because at that point in the combo, you always have a non-light fiend on the field, and Sanct says you have to control only light fiends or no monsters at all. But with the new support from Rage of the Abyss, it doesn't matter if we start with Tract or start with Sanct now. So I'll just show everyone why it doesn't matter by starting with Starfire and Tract here. I'm gonna normal Starfire, I'm gonna play Tract behind her. Gonna add Lurry, send Lurry, we'll go Lurry Chainlink 1, Starfire Chainlink 2. It's all pretty standard. Then we're gonna link our Starfire into Max, then Max into Requiem, Requiem effect. Summon your new Lacrima, Lacrima effect. Send your engraver, equip your Requiem, then summon your Necroquip, link those 2 into your sequence, and use sequence effect, shuffling back Requiem and Max, summon your Arrow Eater effect, summon your Diabolica, or send your Diabolica, and then Diabolica effect, add your engraver back to your hand, and then use your engraver. We're gonna go get our Sanct. So obviously we can't use it here because we control a non-light fiend. We're gonna link into Yama, use Yama effect, add a Shavara. Then we're gonna link these two into our Solar Rage. And we're gonna use our Shavara, target our Solar Rage, destroy him. Then we're gonna Chainlink 1 Yama, Chainlink 2 Solar Rage. Solar Rage will target our Engraver to add it back to our hand. And then Yama will special summon our Sequence again. And we're gonna link these into Agnum Day, and then use Shavara effect to set Chamber from the deck. And now you can go ahead and use Agnum Day effect, targeting your Caspar. And you just want to summon Caspar in any column that's not the Chamber column. And now you can play your Sync because you only have Light Fiends. So Agnum Day being a Light Fiend that can link away your Shavara is super important because prior to Rage of the Abyss, the only monster you would link into would be like Muckraker, and Muckraker is a Dark Fiend, so you wouldn't be able to play Synced anytime like pre Rage of the Abyss. Now with Agnum Day, however, you can you now can convert your field into only Light Fiends, so now your Synced is live. So your Synced will summon a token, and you can even get your Caspar search here, and your Caspar can grab your Last Stand. And then you're gonna use the Tract in your grave, and you're gonna fusion with Caspar, your token, and your Engraver into your Deseret. And then you use your Sequence, equip it to your Deseret, and same as before, you haven't used your Engraver effect, so you're gonna use Engraver, shuffle back your Luri, use your Arrow Eater, banishing 2 Dark Fiends, and make your Wayhive King Caesar. And then again on your opponent's turn, you just go Lacrima effect, shuffle yourself back, summon your Agnum Day in a column that's not in the same column as Chamber, and use Agnum Day effect, targeting your Caspar, summon it in the same column as your Chamber, and equip it. And now you have the same combo as like, you have the same end board as like the Caspar combo, except you also have Last Stand in your hand. So you don't have to flip your Chamber early in order to search Last Stand to play around like board breakers. This board is very resilient to board breakers because you have 2 Omnis that are very flexible in how they can negate, and you just have like so many different points of interaction. So as always, if you guys have questions regarding the Fiendsmith Musketeer deck, you can find me in the Team Top Cut Discord. Link will be in the description below. If you would like coaching for the deck, or you'd like to learn about how I play around hand traps like Droll, Nib, Imperm, stuff like that, you can find me on our Metafy page as well. Link will also be in the description. Hope everyone enjoyed this video, and catch everyone later.